When vapors from a fuel source ignite, the resulting fire may not burn all of the fuel efficiently, so there is smoke. Smoke is the result of incomplete combustion. There is also heat, which is caused by the rapid oxidation of the fuel. And there are gases that are produced as a result of combustion. These gases are hazardous and consist of carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, and sulfur dioxide, to name a few. While a combination of fuel, oxygen, and heat trigger combustion, a chemical chain reaction keeps the fire going. Once vapors begin to burn, the chain reaction starts. The fire continues to produce heat, which in turn produces vapors, and in turn the vapors fuel the flame. This chain reaction will continue until one or more of four key ingredients are removed or interrupted. Remove the fuel, remove the oxygen, remove the heat, interrupt the chain reaction, and the fire stops. However, simply combining fuel, oxygen, and heat will not necessarily produce combustion. Any substance will burn if it gets hot enough, that is, if it reaches its ignition temperature. Combine any substance with sufficient oxygen and the right amount of heat, and combustion will result. Once there is fire, there is also flame, smoke, heat, and gases, all products of combustion. And there is also a chemical chain reaction which keeps the fire burning. Fire is divided into four classes: Class A, Class B, Class C, and Class D. By classifying fires, we can be better prepared to fight them. If we know what class fire we are dealing with, we will know what agents will best combat the fire. Class A fires include fires which occur with common combustibles such as paper, cloth, and wood. Class A fires are usually extinguished by cooling. Water is one type of extinguishing agent used on Class A fires. Multi-purpose dry chemical is another. Class B fires include fires which occur with flammable and combustible liquids and gases. Smothering, cooling, securing a leak-feeding fuel to the fire, or stopping the chain reaction are ways to combat Class B fires. Using a CO2 extinguisher, using a dry chemical extinguisher, using foam, or using halon is effective on Class B fires. Class C fires include all fires involving energized electrical equipment. Class C fires are usually Class A or B fires that involve energized electrical equipment. Since water is an excellent conductor of electricity, you must be very careful when fighting a Class C fire. To combat a Class C fire, first remove, disconnect, or turn off all electrical power sources to the equipment, and then fight the fire as you would a Class A or Class B fire using a non-conducting agent such as CO2. "90% of all fires aboard ship start small and can be extinguished with portable extinguishers if the fire is detected soon enough and if proper technique is used. A portable fire extinguisher is defined as an extinguisher whose gross weight does not exceed 55 pounds. Portable extinguishers are available in many different shapes, sizes, and classifications. The type of extinguishing agent needed depends on the type of fuel burning. In this program, we're going to look at various types of portable extinguishers, their application, and most importantly, proper technique. Technique is so important because the average portable extinguisher has a relatively short discharge time. Larger extinguishers deliver a larger flow rate, so you have more extinguishing agent, but not much more duration. Before we explain proper handling techniques, let's first look at the various types of extinguishers and their applications. We've seen that oxygen, fuel, and heat are required for ignition to occur, and a chemical chain reaction keeps the fire burning. We also know that fire is rated into four classes: Class A, Class B, Class C, and Class D. Fires are rated into 4 classes so we can easily determine what extinguishing agent to use to put the fire out. This is where extinguishers come in. Just as there are 4 classes of fire, there are 4 corresponding classes of extinguishers: Class A, Class B, Class C, and Class D extinguishers. Class A extinguishers are extinguishers that use pressurized water, foam, or multi-purpose dry chemical. Class A extinguishers are used on Class A fires. These types of fires include common combustible materials such as wood, paper, rubber, cloth, and most plastics.